So it is 115 degrees out right now, and it's pretty much been like that for a while. So I was poking around the fridge looking for something refreshing to drink, and grabbed my usual fizzy water. And then I noticed I also have some Tepache that I made, and I wondered what they would be like together. And the answer is friggin' delicious. It reminds me of the tart crispness of a margarita, but with the fizz and sourness like a paloma. So I decided to run with it, make it more like a cocktail with the salt rim and the whole deal. So, rewinding, some of you were going, Tepache, what in the heck is that? Shorter answer is, it is a traditional fermented beverage made from pineapple, specifically the rind. And I gotta say, it's one of the easiest fermented drinks to make, so don't be scared off by it. If you already know how to make Tepache, skip ahead a few minutes and we'll get to the drink, but I basically already told you how it's made. Anyway, so I am going to prep this pineapple and get started on a new batch of Tepache. If you know how to prep a pineapple, maybe skip this part. First thing is, get rid of this. Well, don't get rid of it. Hang on to it if you want to. Let it dry out a little bit, put it in some soil, and wait for a few years for a pineapple. In the meantime, nice little bromeliad for your house. So keep that. And then take off this end. But keep it. And this is the part we want for the Tepache. Save this stuff. You can just use this, but while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the meaty part because I'm gonna be using this in smoothies this week. So the next step is to get rid of this tough core. So I just quarter it right down there and then just run your knife right down the middle. And I also put these in for the ferment. In addition to the pineapple peels, the other thing you're gonna need is sugar, and traditionally it's piloncillo, but you can use unrefined sugar, sugar in the raw kind of thing, or even plain white sugar works honestly, but I'm gonna use this. And also traditionally, it's flavored with stuff like clove and cinnamon, but I actually like it plain with just like a really slight pineapple taste, but feel free to spice it up, go nuts. We're gonna need about a half cup, and the question is, how do you get it off of this hard thing? And this is something that I have struggled with every time I use this stuff. You can kind of grate it with a knife or shave it or whatever, but I think I just came up with the best idea. Check it out. It's like a zoodle maker, right? And it fits right in there. Look. I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get a half cup, but it's gotta be easier than hacking at this hard thing. I'm open to other suggestions too. If there is some like secret method to getting piloncillo small, feel free to post them up. But I'm gonna go with this for now. We got our sugar eventually and our rinds, and then you just gotta pack it all into a jar. If you're adding spices, you'll want to go ahead and throw them in now. I'm not. All that bacteria is actually in the skin of the pineapple, kind of like how it is with ginger beer. So it is going to activate and start eating the sugar that we put in there and start to get fizzy and active. I leave it uncovered or just put a little cloth over it and should start seeing some action. It goes really quickly, especially here where it's hot. I bet you by tomorrow morning it'll already start foaming up a little bit. But it'll probably take maybe 3 or 4 days on the counter and then we'll take the fruit out and put it in the fridge and let it mature a little longer after that. While waiting on our Tepache to get happy, why not enjoy some seltzer in another application? Pour yourself some cold brew. I'm sure everybody has some in their fridge, right? And then grab a little lemon. Lime works for this one too, but yeah. Oh yeah. This is my summertime jam. Ooh yeah. So it's like a grown-up cream soda, and coffee nerds, earmuffs on. It's great with flavored coffee. Trust me, sounds weird, but trust me. Normally I'd leave a little headroom because you can see it is pretty active in there, but I am playing fast and loose and filling it right up to the top. I'll probably end up with a little bit of a volcano, but I am prepared to deal with the consequences. So I'm just gonna leave this still on the counter for maybe the rest of the day, and we'll see how much fizz we have, and then I'll probably still end up pouring off a little bit and then putting it in the fridge. Actually, it is just right now. It is like tart and dry and delicious. So I'm gonna pour a little off, have a little drinky poo, and then I'll refrigerate it. The other main ingredient is a lime seltzer. I typically just buy the naturally flavored store brand seltzer, but there was a super deal on Spindrift this week, which I've been wanting to try. So this one actually has a little juice in it instead of the natural flavors. I do like it. It is very tart. I like that it's super natural and stuff like that, and it's actually great in this application. So this is the other ingredient. Otherwise, you can use your store brand or your LaCroix. En tant qu'ancienne élève de français, ça me tue de le prononcer comme ça. But that's how it's really pronounced, so LaCroix it is. I like a little salt on my marg, also even on my paloma. I like the sort of sweet, salty, tart combo. So I just like to give a little lime and then kosher salt. And that's pretty good. If you like it spicy, definitely recommend. Let's see, you get the good light in here. A little tahini if you like a spicy marg or paloma. Highly recommend. I usually do, I'm gonna say 50-50 of the Tepache and our seltzer. Also at this point, if you like it a little sweeter, if it's a little too tart for you, which can be the case with like the Spindrift, a little squirt of agave would probably be a really nice touch. Plus it would lend it a little bit more of that Margarita type flavor without the alcohol, of course. And really, that's it. Couldn't be easier. It's like 2 ingredients, 3 if you want a little sweetener. And it's super refreshing. Heck yeah.